Catherine St. John's lawyer is saying tonight that we need to take a hard look at how the justice system treats victims of sexual assault. NTV's Danielle Barron joins us live with more on that story. Danielle?
Well, Lynn Moore is a former Crown prosecutor who has worked for years with victims of sexual assault. Now handling civil cases, she says there's a better way the justice system can protect victims. Lynn Moore believes we need a new system to prosecute sexual assaults.
The criminal justice system is not being responsive to survivors of sexual assault, and we see that in that a lot of people do not complain.
As a lawyer, Moore has seen the scars and heard the horror stories. 1 in 4 women are victims of sexual assault, and 1 in 6 men.
It's a problem that is really affecting a large portion of our population, and it seems to be one that is not decreasing as time goes on.
Moore, who now handles civil cases, says the law is much different in that process.
Because the standard of proof in a criminal trial is proof beyond a reasonable doubt, and the standard of proof in a civil trial is balanced probabilities.
At the root of the civil process is a quest for compensation, and she says criminal cases are much more difficult to prove.
The civil suit tends to be much more inquisitive. They don't seem to me like they're purposely laying traps or that they're what I would call on the attack. They're conducting inquiries, they're alive to credibility issues, and they don't settle cases where they don't think they should be settled. But generally speaking, the tone and tenor of the way the survivor is treated is much less dramatic.
In the Jian Ghomeshi trial, the credibility of witnesses has been questioned, meaning the alleged victims often feel like they're on trial. Moore says it's simply not right.
I've had, certainly when I was prosecuting, had witnesses say to me that the trial was worse than the assault itself.
But Moore says she's not surprised by how the Ghomeshi trial is unfolding.
I don't think that people are going to be any more or less likely to come forward, but I do think that this case has shone a light on a system that really does have very serious difficulties for people who've been victimized.
Lynn Moore doesn't know what the answer is, but she believes if the system were to change, it would encourage more victims to report their crime. Lynn?
Thank you very much. NTV's Danielle Barron reporting.